Hi crafters, it's Karen, and I have an expo haul to share with you. My girlfriend Becky and I went down on Saturday, this past Saturday, and we met up with Marcia. She's Fleck Gold M here on YouTube. Hi Marcy, and we just had a really good time. I wasn't going to go to the expo, but my husband, for our anniversary, he gave me some money to spend down there, so since he was going to be out of town. So I went with my girlfriend, and I had a good day. So let me show you what I picked up. The first place that I spent any money was at Saw Crafters, and her booth is gorgeous. Her projects, I'm sure you all know her. She's Saw Crafter here on YouTube, and she has just grown and grown, and her items are so reasonable. So when I went to the expo this time, I was thinking more in terms of mixed media. So I picked up this, these are chipboard, and you can see the circles, you know, pop out. So I could use the circles and then the negative, and there's two pieces here. And I thought that's going to be a lot of fun, whether in a mixed media layout or just a art journal page. And then I couldn't resist this little mason jar with the gears. Isn't that cute? Really cute. And that was $3.49. And I thought this might look cute on a canvas, you know, with flowers coming out of it, like gear flowers, you know, sprocket flowers or whatever. We'll see. But this just looked like a lot of fun to play with. So I picked those up. Before the expo, I had, and this has been several weeks, I had ordered from, I don't know, I believe it could have been Blue Moon Scrapbooking, but I had picked up 6 of the Distress Oxides to start to play with. So I had picked up the Spice Marmalade, Worn Lipstick, Broken China, Fossilized Amber, Walnut Stain, and Cracked Pistachio. And I also had ordered this stamp from Prima, which looks like a lot of fun for mixed media, what have you. It's a good size, and this would be fun to color in. And I had seen in a mixed media, I wish I could remember who it was that I saw do this, but she was coloring her images with the Distress Oxide and using these Fantastics, because when you pick these up at Hobby Lobby or wherever, some of them have a pointed edge and some of them have a rounded edge, and you can color she was using these, dipping them in her oxide inks and coloring her stamped images. So I'm definitely going to want to try that. And so to go with those Distress Oxides that I already had, I picked up the Wilted Violet and the Iced Spruce to add to my collection. So I need to practice with these and learn how to get the best results out of them. I think these came from Creative Creations. You guys are going to want to kill me. Oh, all my items, the receipts kind of separated out of the bags and this and that, so I can't tell you for sure which booths I got what. But the oxides came from Creative Creations. Along with this, it's the fine line tip that will go on your glossy accents. So you just pop off this middle piece and you put the fine line tip, and it'll keep your glossy accents from drying up, and it'll be easier to apply. And as you can see, I've been keeping mine with a pin inside, so I'm hoping that helps. I also picked up another Signa white gel pen. I love these from mixed media. They work really well, so I was happy to find that. I also picked up this Diane Wakely mask and stencil set, and you can see that they're seagulls. Can you see that? So I can pop out the birds and use them as a mask, and then I can use the stencil as the negative or whatever. So I'm looking forward to using these in my mixed media or what have you. Really sweet, right? So Diane Wakely was there, so was Wendy Becky, and me, I'm such an idiot. I went up to Wendy Becky, and I called her Diane Wakely, and I felt this big. But that's okay, right? So I also found the mini snips from Tim Holtz from Tonic, and they are so cute. They're the 5-inch fussy cutting scissors. Obviously, I haven't tried them yet, but I'm very anxious. And these were only $9.99. Some of the booths were selling them for $12, but where I picked these up, they were $9.99. So when you go to the expo, just keep that in mind. I also picked up the Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz, what is this called? I'm sure it's on here somewhere. Sealife stamp set. I am so predictable, right? Me and my beach-themed, sea-themed items. Let's see. Can you see behind there? That doesn't help, right? But anyway, I thought these were very, very cool. I love that the coral is in there and the fish. So these will be fun to play with. So I picked that up. And then I stepped out of my comfort zone. I picked up these watercolor flowers. So from Technique Junkies. This stamp, it's a red rubber stamp. Really good size. And this would make a very cool background in a canvas or art journal page, or, you know, mixed media layout. But I thought it was awesome, and not something I would typically pick up. So I picked that up. It was $10.95. And at the Art Anthology booth, I did pick up this stencil. I was going to get some of their sprays, but I have so many sprays that I just picked up this one stencil, and it looks like it's a dogwood tree or something. Is that right? But it's a branch, and this is different from anything else that I have. Again, stepping out of my comfort zone. Going to try something a little bit different with this and just play and see what I come up with. It was about $7. It was $7, so that's not bad. So I got that. And then at the Elizabeth Craft Designs booth, I love her dies. They always work so smooth, and she has such a variety. So I picked up the sea turtle. I almost picked this up last year, but then I didn't. I chose a couple other ones like the seahorse and whatnot. And this sea turtle is just, I think, is adorable. And that's the size. Really cool. So I think that'll be fun to play with. And then I picked up this chain link one. I think this is going to be awesome, whether I punch it out in gold or silver foil or whatever, or brown cardstock that can make that look like rope, or, you know, there's so many ideas that could come from this. Marcy said she picked this up before and she got a lot of use out of it, so I was thinking I could use the chain with an anchor at the end of it or something. So I'm looking forward to playing with that. At the Echo Park, y'all would be so proud. I did not pick up any 12x12 paper. No 12x12 paper. I know. It's craziness, right? But I didn't. I went to the Echo Park, and they were having such a good deal on their 12x12 paper. But I have so much paper that I already love, that, you know, just as much as the paper, the new paper that's coming out. So I said no to the paper and said yes to the stamp. They had several stamps. I think they had a couple of dies, but I didn't find one that I would really use. So I just picked up this bingo stamp. It's a really good size. And that was like $4. And I wish I could remember the name of the booth that had this. It's new from Stampendous. It's called, well, Laurel Bunch. It's from Laurel Bunch, and I don't see a real, Laurel Birch. There's the item number. And I thought this was awesome. She had quite a variety of stamps, but I like different types of graphic designs and this and that, but I went with this one. I thought it just had so many opportunities to play with it. And Stampendous stamps are always so top notch. It'll be fun to color these in and use my mixed media, play with the flowers and color those in. And this is what some of the you know, options that you can do with this stamp. So I thought that looked like fun. It was 12 1/4. I didn't think that was too bad. And there's a stencil in here. I didn't realize it before, but there is a stencil a template in there as well. So that's awesome. And then for some reason in the booth that Wendy Becky was in, the Studio 490, for some reason this stamp caught my eye. It's all it is a circle with like dashes and sewing and this and that in it. It's just, but I thought it was so cool, and look how big it is. This could be a frame on a layout or something, or I don't know. It just caught my eye, and it was very cool. I think it was $10. There's no, oh, $10.99. So that, I didn't think that was too bad. So yeah, I'm really happy I got this. I have a thing for circles, I guess, right? And then the Delusions. I picked up this one. It's called Putty Cat. Isn't this adorable? Look at this from Delusions, Diane. It says, only my cat understands me, and if cats had phones, they wouldn't call you back. And I thought that was so cute. These just look like a lot of fun. Like stamping them out on patterned paper, and or just stamping them out and then coloring them, using them in your mixed media. Look how big they are. That's awesome. And I love the sentiments. So this might be the first thing I play with because it just looks so fun. Yeah, so I picked that up. Look at this one with the little button eyes. Super cute. So I picked that. And then this is the only pad of paper the only paper at all that I picked up. And it's the Graphic 45 Vintage Hollywood 8x8 stack. And I just had to. I love old movies. I watch Turner Classic Movies all the time, every night. So I thought maybe this would be fun to make myself a little tag album with some of my favorite old movie stars like Norma Shearer or Cary Grant, or, you know, all that. Just make my own little fun little mini album of my favorite movies or favorite old movie stars or something. I couldn't resist, so I picked that up. And then I picked up this one also from Diane Reevely. It's this stencil, and I have something similar, except it's a different font. But I love the way this font is, and I think it'll be a lot of fun adding it to art journal pages or the background of layouts. You know, with some black ink, or, you know, the black Delusions paint or something. I just thought it'd be really cool. And then also from Stampers Anonymous, I picked up this Slate and Stone stamp. Apparently it's new from Tim Holtz. I'm not sure. Somebody said it was, but it looks like cobblestone and then offset brick. So I thought that would be really cool to use as texture on my projects or my art journaling. So those are all the things that I have picked up at the expo. I had a great time. I'm glad I decided to go. And yes, so hopefully real soon you'll see me playing with these items. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.